And question for the audience: do we sound like staticky garbage? Because that we don't want to sound like staticky garbage.
Doesn't on the stream that I have pulled up.
Sounds fine. Sounds fine to me.
Okay, so then that just means that JC and I are going to be dealing with some issues here as far as the sound goes. But as long as you guys aren't hearing it, that is great. So again, just want to say hi. And I want to tell you guys, I got this fortune today, and it says you are in the company of exceptional friends. Enjoy. So I'm just so glad my party is here, and anyone in the audience, consider yourself an exceptional friend, because the Game Awards are happening, but you're here with us. So thank you guys so much. Thanks, party, for being here and not being nerds in a different way, I guess I should say. And with that, we'll move on to, our just generic announcement of QR code. Definitely look at that. I'm trying to point at it, but the camera's a little tight. But you see that? Click on it. Click on it or scan your phone with it, because our YouTube's in there, all our socials in there, our friends' socials are in there, like Mates of Fate and TT Tomes. Our dice coupon is in there, and Christmas is coming. So if you want to, give your wallet a little bit of a gift and get someone some dice that don't cost as much as full price, it's on us. Tell them VFTD sent you. Oh my gosh. And with that, I think we are good to go ahead and get started with a recap of our party's happenings. Kairos has been up to some shit in exile as Narissa decided to lead the party in a inordained direction by partnering with Oblivion's March and setting up a deal with Big Black in order to gain the second half of the Blue Orb. In doing so, they were teamed up with the Midnight Carnival and sent into Paikiwanua to extract a VIP from the mines, the same mines that house our favorite exilee, Kane Selenray. Upon arrival, our party decided to take on a myriad of different disguises and identities so they could move comfortably within a kingdom that they were exiled from. And in doing so, they learned that there was all kinds of political strife between the two main tribes of Paikiwanua, the Kohuke and the Manaki tribe. And the debate was, are they digging too deep into the mines? Well, the answer, not exactly so sure, but as our party delved deep into the void, they found that once the Paikiwanuans, the dwarves, had hit the Underdark, they had unleashed something. A dragon, just like everything else in this world. That dragon, Anua, claimed to be the ruler of Paikiwanua when it was underground, and upon release decided that they had dug too deep, that adamantine was going to too many rival parties, and it was just strengthening at this age of conquest. And so he decided, hey, I'm going to take Paikiwanua back into the earth, and no one will benefit from adamantine any longer. Kairos decided that was a good idea. So, upon extracting Kane and no longer their VIP, sending the Midnight Carnival on their way, and doing their best to escort the newfound refugees of Paikiwanua out of their kingdom before it was sucked back into the earth, Kairos succeeded in this. And now, we find them back in Burnwell with their good friends.
I'm pretty sure we already used the teleport.
Yeah,
We're outside Paikiwanua.
You went back to Paikiwanua?
Yeah, because we watched it get. Yeah.
Didn't you go back to Burnwell to get the orb?
We went back to Burnwell to get the orb, and then the dragon took us back to Paikiwanua.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. So we're stuck for a day in Paikiwanua.
Yeah, outside of it.
Outside of Paikiwanua. Well, I mean, it would have been good. Anyway, this is what happened. Thank you, party, for catching up on some extraneous details that we were going over. And so you find yourselves outside of Paikiwanua. One teleport down, and refugees abound. What is your next move? Here in the dark dank of night, as the most beautiful stars sort of coat themselves around this newly molded earth, a sort of disc-like pit impression set before you that you know a great kingdom stirs underneath. Around you, you hear the cries, the screams, be it joy or sadness of the dwarven refugees. It is a solemn sight, but it is a sight of hope.
I'm going to cast my find steed and find my steed.
And your steed is how does your steed appear? What happens when you cast find steed?
I think she draws a circle in the ground with the scythe and then like sits down in the middle of it and crosses her legs and like chants and kind of meditates and imagines it, and it forms out of like leaves and dirt, dust into this creature.
In this area, there aren't many leaves. You'll find like pine needles, but your creature is more of a, instead of the pristine white color it normally is, it is white like dirty snow. Its feet becoming more mud-like as they form. A spine of needles coming through its face, its back, behind its head, and its tail sort of puffing out like a pine tree as it sort of cuddles up to you.
Give it a scratch under the chin. And then I'll look for whoever seems like they're the leader at the moment of the dwarves.
Let's see.
We'll find what's his face.
Yeah, I'm rolling to see if you got it. I mean, he would have helped, so you would be able to find Kitty after some time. He's currently kind of delegating all of his subordinates into like setting up camps, bedrolls, starting fires, even starting sort of kind of like a soup kitchen somewhat to make sure that in the morning everyone can eat comfortably.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to him, kind of wave him down.
And he kind of says a couple of things to someone next to him. They go out. You see that they start delegating. He comes up to you and he folds his arms. So, what do you need me for?
This is my steed. It can understand you. I'm going to give it to you for the time being. There is a place in the Redolent Woods called Tomomori, and you're welcome to go there for refuge. They know the way. They can take you.
So you're saying this creature was simply lead us?
Yes, I mean, it's intelligent enough to do so, right? And I kind of look at it.
How long of a walk is that? Just
It's pretty far, but there's no like. I can communicate with it up to a mile, but it doesn't say anything about it disappearing if it goes further away from me. I would just resummon it and it would disappear.
Is that the answer you're looking for, Ibrahim, or are you just trying to see how long it'll take them to get to Tomomori?
yeah, I'm just wondering, like, so that they know, and also, yeah, so that they can, prepare for such a trek.
Yeah, it is quite the journey that they will be taking on. Let's see. I'm going to pull up my map here, but I think it'll take a minimum of a ride unless you can get them boats and get them through the Black Bark Tangle. I'm thinking that they're going to be taking, it might even take up to a month with all of these people. They're not going to be moving very fast, so I think I'd be comfortable saying that. Let's see.
Getting killed. All the fucking zombies and demons and goblins roam about the bad.
It's a good thing they got warriors.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's power in numbers. They should be able to protect themselves.
Suppose that's true.
Let's see. Yeah, this is gonna be a minimum a month, 2 months maximum.
I may not need them, but they can lead you as far as they know the way.
And how much better is this than just a map?
I mean, I guess we can get you one of those too, but it is easy to see, it's very recognizable. Just a point to come back to, you know, for your people as you walk.
If you think it'll help, we may as well. What do you call it?
Did I ever give her a name?
Did you ever give it a name? What are we supposed to call this thing as it takes us throughout the wilderness? Will it protect us from all the fiendish creatures out there?
It can help. It is intelligent enough to take commands and know when it needs to help you. I mean, I'll look at it. Do you have a name? I think I meant to ask.
You want me to name it?
I feel like it just might have a name because it's like a gift spirit.
Let's see. And it stands proudly, as it sort of looks at Kitty and kind of like scrapes its hooves on the ground, in a way to kind of signify that it is strong, it is powerful. And in your mind, you hear a soft voice. Mesro is my name.
How do you spell it?
Mezro.
Okay. You can call them Mesro. That is their name.
Well, Mesro, we will be spending a lot of time together, it seems. So, and he kind of like sticks his fist out awkwardly. Put it there, brother. And it takes its claw and kind of pounds back, also awkwardly.
Yeah. I know I'm sending you far off from me, but you will do this in my stead.
If it is my duty to do so, then I will accomplish this to the best of my ability.
Thank you.
And they sort of bow.
I'll bow to them. Then I'll head back to our group now that that kind of deal is taken care of. Ersid,
What?
you think that you can get Kiri a map? How to get to Tomomori?
Yeah, well, Lucian has cartographer tools, so maybe I can enlist his help.
Might be worth it. So, we rest tonight. And are we going to Weisgard tomorrow?
Yeah, maybe we have a debriefing in the morning, because I'm pretty sure that Kane is still asleep.
Yeah. He probably is, and we don't want him going into Weisgard or anywhere near it. I think we should honestly tell him to go somewhere and not tell us where, in case they question us.
Right. Now we can chat about that in the morning. In the meantime, I'll find Lucian and see if we can draw up a map for Kiri.
Right. Thank you.
And I'll go do that.
And you find Lucian with very little struggle. He's just kind of, I mean, what would Lucian be doing right now?
As long as everybody's kind of settled He's probably looking for something to drink.
Go ahead and roll investigation.
Sure. 19.
19. Resourceful as ever, be dwarven kind, as in the midst of this mass escape, this mass exodus of Paikiwanua, they did not forget to keep the joy juice around as you find yourself very easily with a mug of ale in hand.
Perfect.
Extra cold out here in between the mountains of the cold north.
Something to warm the belly.
I'll go up to him and pat him on the shoulder and say, are those complimentary on the house for the heroes that saved Paikiwanua?
Are you asking me or the guy tonight?
Is the guy who gave it to you there? Because if so, I would ask him. If not, I'm asking you.
We'll say Lucian, you he's there. He's there, Ersid. And he kind of looks
Okay.
over to you and he's already handing you a mug of ale. Very least we could do, brother. Thank you.
I'll take a big gulp. You know what? I'll down it. I'll just down the whole thing.
And you get a small clap from him. You need another. It's still on the house.
All right, another.
Well,
And he,
I'll throw it on the ground and break it. No, I'm just kidding.
hey, brother. And he gives you another one. Refills your mug.
Thank you. And then I'll turn to Lucian. All right, so how you feeling?
Good.
Good?
Enough.
You feel good?
Yeah.
You know, after saving hundreds of innocent lives?
Yeah, you know, I mean, I guess I've never done that before.
Well, yeah, yeah. Well, I guess you're typically a solo adventurer. Anyway, do you think you could draw up a wee map that we can give to Kitty and the refugees to Tomomori?
You can try a map of what?
A map of Norfain, but specifically how... if you can draw the map, I can use my navigation and survival skills to draw directions to Tomomori.
Okay. Fair enough.
Do you guys keep a map of Elbrin on you guys?
I have one.
Then I would say go ahead and roll cartographer tools with Dex at advantage, Lucian.
Good.
Oh God,
24.
shivers.
24. Okay. The cartographer inside you squeals with joy as another. Did you just focus on Norfain or did you do like a world map?
Just Norfain.
Just Norfain. Okay, as your map of Norfain is almost a one-to-one copy of what you'll find on the world map. Ersid, go ahead and roll survival. We'll go ahead and give you advantage.
All right.
It is his home.
It is, I mean, kind of.
He's been
It
there
is-
more than
you
a
know
few
what?
times.
You've been there enough.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be a dirty 20.
It's going to be a dirty 20. Are you trying to avoid the black bark tangle?
Yeah, I'm trying to... I think Ersid would determine it's better to add more time to the trip and avoid any dangerous areas that being the Black Bark Tangle.
Okay, so with a 20, you comfortably jot a path down, with something to kind of deliver Kiri to get these refugees to Tomomori safely. You alert them that with this path going here, I will show you. So feel free to.
Are you on roll?
Yeah, I was gonna say get on roll 20.
I'm on there.
Okay. I'm also getting this available for our viewers.
Only.
Said leads them on a path of destruction.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, pretty far down. We're up in that bitch.
Yeah, you guys are.
I keep forgetting how like north it is.
And they don't want me to show. So I do apologize.
I want to show what? I see the map.
You see the map, but I'm trying to show the audience the map.
Oh,
But it is being difficult as always. But you will see here in roll 20. Yeah, they're gonna have to go from, let's say, around here. If they can find a spot in between the trees, but odds are they'll have to go over the low peaks of the mountain.
Boy.
And around all the way here.
That's quite the trek.
Yeah. God.
only 10 feet.
Yeah, man, they're moving fast. Yeah, I think that's gonna. With your roll, we can say they can get there in a month.
Okay. Well, I imagine I'm giving the map to Kiri and I tell him that it'll probably be a month-long trek. So, pack rations and prepare for a bit of a hike.
More than that, brother. The devils in the mountains, the demons all around. The orcs, Brutish and Pharaoh. We walk through their lands. We'll see how many of us make it out alive. And you will not be escorting us.
I don't think that we can, unfortunately.
Well, enough saving for heroes like you. It must be. No worries. We won't hold it against you. You've done more than we asked for.
You're welcome. And mother is expecting you, so ask for. I don't know his name because I don't see him very often.
Kakuzu?
Kakuzu?
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure to ask for Kakuzu, and he'll sort you guys out. He's one of the most generous people I've known.
Green abs, yeah.
Yes.
Sorry, what?
Green abs, yeah?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, better than any other elf. Fine. If they will take us in, we will go. It'll give us something to do. I'd rather. My hands are no longer used for a revolution, so if they need any help, I'm ready for it.
Oh, but brother, this is the beginning of a new. And that's precisely where your hands should be. They need to put a leader like you.
And he kind of looks around at the people. Please roll persuasion.
16?
16. And he sort of just folds his arms, starts tapping his foot. Well, guess ain't no one else to do it then, brother. Never fancied myself king, so I won't be. But a leader, that's what some people call me already. He looks at you, his eyes sort of sparkling due to the starry night sky. Thanks. Pats you on the back, and he begins to step. So, am I good to get back to my leading?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And if you need anything from us, you can always send a raven to the Black Metal Barrel in Burnwell.
Black Metal Berry. Alright, you may be hearing from me.
Alright, you take it easy now.
And he steps off, throwing his hand in the air, a solemn goodbye as he gets back to his duties delegating amongst the dwarves.
Hopefully they'll be alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna be rolling a lot of percentile die.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be.
I mean, it's either. What are we gonna spend a month escorting
Yeah,
now?
I
Like,
know.
we have
It's,
shit to do.
we do
you
have
know?
shit to do. It kind of sucks. Like,
And they have warriors, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
I think
we did a lot for them.
Yeah, I think as long as you have like cut out the safest possible path, hopefully that will they travel as smart as they can.
Yeah.
I think
I
the
mean-
only thing that Ersid can really do with a map is chart the quickest path. With the nebulous or the ever-changing nature of Elbrin, safest is a far shot as far as a route goes. But
Also, there is safety in speed as well.
Yeah.
And I think if I think I accurately avoided the black bark tangle as best as I could chart out, and I think that's unknown. But yeah, to Aaron's point, like, I don't know where goblins are hanging out.
Yeah.
yeah, you don't know where magic zones are. You don't know where fiends are. Zombies, undead. You never know. But
Yeah.
I think, to your point, Ibrahim, yes, there is safety and speed, and avoiding the black bark tangle, I think you did a lot for them. I will make it a high roll on my percentile checks for them to get in trouble.
Okay. Oh. Hopefully, all the things that we have equipped them with arm them for success.
So, anything else for the night?
I don't think so. I only take the helmet off. I pass the fuck out. She puts a hand over her eyes. That's it. Sleeps.
Okay.
Yeah.
And as you all drift off to dreamland, Kane, you find yourself in a wide open expanse. Everything is white. Everything is cold. A blizzard surrounds you as large flakes of snow pelt you from all angles. But you don't feel it. You feel nothing as you stare off into this clandestine void. You hear a voice. Well, it's been a while since I was able to speak with you.
I've been busy, a little disconnected.
Hey, you're British.
Oh yeah, you're right. I am so disconnected.
So disconnected, you could not even say a simple hello. But of course, I have been watching you. At least as close as I can. As you found yourself deep within Aelbrin. What I want to know is, do we still have a deal?
Yeah. I plan on going. Gotta get a few things taken care of first. But I believe my friends are also planning on going.
Then that should make things very easy to hold up on your end. When you are in the veil, then I will show you what it is I seek. But Cain, what do you ask for in return?
I mean, the only thing I really have on my mind is Val. But I don't know what you could do to help me there.
Neither do I. I'm sorry. Do you expect me to cast some sort of spell? Flick of the wind, a gale of moonlight, and now she loves you again?
No, I don't suppose you could do that. And nothing good comes so easy.
You have grown while
gonna
you
say-
found yourself
say
within
that
the
again.
dark.
I didn't have a lot to do but think and swing an axe, so
Well, you'll be swinging much more than that soon enough. Understand, this is only the beginning of your journey, Cain.
I feel like I've been through so much already. Can it be the beginning?
You would think, but in my eyes, you've experienced very more than an infant. And if you would like to grow into the adult, the half-elf, the Cain Ray that I potentially see blooming, well, consider all you've been through nourishment.
I will.
Maybe not an infant, a toddler. Then, Cain, I will speak to you soon. And if ever you need me, just look to the moon. And as she says this, her voice fades away. The blizzard becomes so strong that there is nothing to see but Pearl. As you find yourself waking to the dawn, surrounded by voices and a steady march of dwarven feet, you look around in the tent that you... Oh, he's not even being bad. And you find yourself in your tent, and beside you, your friends. I was like, what is that?
Snoring.
Ambiance.
I'll throw a pillow at him.
Who's that? Who's Lachlan?
I definitely wake up more tired than I went to sleep.
Damn.
I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, usually Airsid's an early riser, but he's out
Yep.
still.
Must be really
Yeah, at
tired
this
of that
point,
biggest drink.
it's got to be like, you guys stayed up through the night to help with this?
Well,
We've been up
I don't know.
for almost 3 days before we slept.
Nah.
Yeah, because we got up real, and then we went down, and we kept going, and like that was like so much time. It was like 2.5 days.
I think 3 days is right. So then it's gotta be at least.
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
we rolled last session for exhaustion, and I made my save.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if you guys had exhaustion, you would know. I know we did the exhaustion save, so that's not. I'm just thinking that
Yeah.
time wise. I'll be gracious and say it's about 3 p.m.
I'm waking up at 3 p.m. It's crazy.
I see.
3 p.m. is
I need coffee.
That's
Do we have instant coffee in our travel rations?
You can roll a percentile die, and if you get below 25, I'll say you guys remembered to pack coffee.
Below a 25?
Yeah.
Okay.
do it.
25.
I'll be nice.
Yeah! That's so silly. All right, we put on a pot of coffee at 3 p.m.
That's a sentence.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, we're just waking up, tired as fuck.
Yeah, I imagine like the fire is low, so I'm like doing the Asian squat, you know, like just like crouched down with my knees up to my chest, and then I have like a blanket over,
Yep.
and I'm just like,
We need to talk.
are we all here?
And then, what are we talking about?
Well,
We're talking about you and your fucking mess.
My mess.
you are a wanted criminal, and someone on the inside knows that you're not in jail anymore, so I'm not guaranteeing that he said anything. Maybe he was nice and didn't, but I also can't say for a fact that he didn't say something. I think the smartest thing for right now is for you to leave and go somewhere and not tell us where or when we will see you again. That way, if they question us, we can tell them the truth that we don't know where you are.
And what if something bad happens?
To us or
To
you.
who? Yeah.
Either way.
Bad things happen all the time. I
You
think
see,
we're...
yeah, you're a capable, you know, adventurer. Surely there's got to be a place that you can lay low for a while. Though don't tell us how
Don't tell us
long.
where.
Don't tell us where, don't tell us how long. I wish I could say meet us at blah blah blah, but then
Yeah.
I would know something.
Mhm.
I think that you're just gonna have to decide on your own. Yeah.
Where you go and when we see you, and it can be as short or as long as you want, but as long as we do not know, we can tell the truth if they ask. I know it's tough. We just got you back. It's not like I want to send you away, but this protects everyone. This is the safest option.
You could go places where we would think to look, you know? Like,
And Uwasa sort of speaks up as she goes ahead and pours herself a cup of joe. Why? But we have the orb. Is that not what we needed?
That was what you and me and Ersid needed. They never said anything about Cain. Maybe they would be willing to give Cain another chance, but that's a really scary risk to take right now.
yeah, you know, I would really hate it if we accomplished all of this, freed Kane, and then showed up, and then they put him right back, you know?
Back where?
So,
Maybe they'll
Somewhere else, somewhere worse.
Their dungeons. They'll put him with the scaly kind under their city or whatever. I don't know.
But are they
Use
not
it.
seeking reconciliation between their people and Scaly Kind after they helped?
I mean, they are. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying that we don't know what they're going to do. And worst case scenario, they do throw him back in prison somewhere. And then what? Maybe we can soften it and convince them first to give Cain another chance and then bring him back.
wouldn't they ask you how Cain was freed from the mines?
I mean, we can
Yeah.
tell them honestly. There was not
We
going
can
to be... Go on.
I think we were going to say the same
Oh.
thing.
There was going to
Yeah,
be
w-
no mine for you to be in.
Sure, but you don't think that you helping a wanted criminal is going to make your case worse?
We helped a bunch of wanted criminals. We saved everyone out of that mine. You were going to get crushed
Yeah.
if we left you.
We rescued all of the prisoners.
Much better.
Look, sure, yeah, it looks bad, I guess, to maybe them and their laws, but we didn't commit a crime against Weisgard. We committed a crime against Paiki Wenua, and that place doesn't exist anymore. We do not follow under their law. We are not Etir. We are heroes and we saved people. We saved prisoners from being crushed. If they want to
Yeah,
hate
we've
us for
got 'em.
that,
Yeah, we've got about, 100. Well, what's the population of the people that we saved estimated?
estimated.
Paiki Wanua? Gosh, I'd say between. We'll just go ahead and say 750,000.
Okay, we've got 750,000 eyewitnesses that can testify that we are heroes. That, I think, will do well in court.
Look, if they still don't want to work with us after every single thing we have done, busting our ass to get this orb after so much time, then that's their choice. But everything
Yeah,
we
and
have done up to this point has been to reconcile and make this work again.
Yeah, and if that's the case, then fuck them. And then we do our own thing, and I guess, that's that. You just bite that bullet. Oh, I don't know what a bullet is. Bite that arrowhead.
Bite there you go.
Okay, for sure.
Bite that crossbow bolt. But I think for now, it's not... I don't know if it's the best idea to bring you with us. I mean, you did still kill the Nightbringer, and it wasn't that long ago. It's not like you're a crazed murderer. You're not gonna kill him again. He's dead. But
I would.
but you can't. That's the thing, is you can't do it again. He's dead, so you're not just going to go around murdering people on a whim. It's a little different.
Oh, I've got a great idea of something that you can do, but if I tell you, then I know where you are.
Wouldn't
Damn
want
it.
that.
Hopefully you think of it.
Yeah, hopefully you think of it.
Sure, I will.
Whatever it is that you do, I'm sure it will be the right decision. I'm going to trust it.
I will
Yeah.
cast Find Familiar.
To bring Umbra.
Yeah.
There's no reason they should have disappeared.
Well, then I'm just gonna turn them into. Actually, I don't want them flying around with an imp.
I guess that's fair. Make it like a little weasel or something. Something that wouldn't be.
Imps can go invisible
Can they stay invisible forevers?
as long as they don't cast spells.
All right, that's fine.
Imps can go invisible?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't know if it could stay invisible.
It doesn't seem to be the invisibility spell. It just says invisible.
Okay, that's fine then. For now, I will have Umbra go with you.
Are you telling us this?
Yeah.
That's fine. We don't have to. I mean, why would that come up?
Yeah. Especially if they're invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah.
as far as Find Familiar goes, well, you have the variant familiar, so you need to be on the same plane. It's not a mile, right?
As far as I know, and that we've been playing
Yeah.
Okay.
with Peck to the Chain. Let me look some more.
It does need to concentrate on the invisibility, but I don't see any time frame, and it doesn't say invisibility the spell, even though it probably is the spell. So we can let it run, or they can just go invisible when they need to because it lasts an hour.
Yeah. I think they
Okay.
do just get invisibility as often as they want, but it's like an at will version of the spell.
I mean, it doesn't say it's the spell, but I think that's a fair ruling.
Okay.
Can you talk with... Can you speak with Umbra
I
telepathically?
am mentally connected to Umbra.
At what distance?
All.
All
As long
distance.
as I'm on the same plane.
Whoa.
It's pretty good.
Oh, well, then, there's that. So when we need to know, we can ask for you.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And Umbra kind of looks at you with their big blue eyes, and you can see kind of like Ghibli tears getting all welled up in them as they like start cuddling next to you, and they back off. Kane, check in with me at least once a day, please.
Sure. Multiple times a day.
Thank
But-
you.
I've got a bit of separation anxiety, and I need to be able to keep tabs without using all my spells, in case something bad happens to me. I have to be a capable adventurer.
Well, then consider me a capable consultant of your allies.
I'll give Umbra a wink.
They don't have a mouth, but you can see them smile.
In my mind's eye.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
I take a deep
Yep.
breath and I go, well, buddy. And I start to tear up. We only just got you back, but... And I go in for a hug.
I'll hug him back. And I'll say, see you in a year.
Oh,
two.
shut up.
What?
I'll just group hug.
I look at the corner of my eye, and Lucian's just not involved, and I say, Lucian, get in here.
You're part of this group.
Does Lucian acquiesce?
He like side arms
Sidearms.
around as much as the group as he can.
And Wasa sort of joins in, and you all share in this embrace before you spend the next unknown amount of time away from each other with very little communication.
Yeah. I trust that you will be fine.
And then it's that freeze frame at the end of the episode in an anime where it's like detailed and hand drawn.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yep.
I like that. It's a little early for that, but let's do it.
It's the mid break or whatever, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Air Sid. Lucian, are you going to come to Weisgard with us? I would like it if you did.
I suppose one last jaunt
It should be quick.
with you won't be too bad.
I can't see this going longer than a week, but I've been wrong about a lot of things.
Yeah, you never know, right? We're waiting.
All
for
right,
the
well.
next-
Everyone got their bags packed because we are ready to go.
Yeah, let's walk in there. Dusty, dirty. Show them what real adventurers look like. You know?
Narissa, where do you think I should put us? Just outside?
Right outside the gates. Maybe we'll see Grant.
All right. Here we go.
I will put the helmet on, but that's about it. Just the visor down.
All right. And as the visor sort of in place, Ersa, your teleportation goes off. The whirring of the hands on your, what is that called?
Timepiece.
Pocket watch?
Timepiece, pocket watch.
Timepiece. Yeah.
Timepiece of travel begin to spin, and a small sort of portal opens up under you, sort of in the shape of a clock, as the hands fan out and swing you guys in. And Kane, if you would be as so kind to text and or message me your next move, because the party literally can't know.
Already doing it.
Hell yeah.
I imagine he'll be doing. I guess I'm saying this while we're traveling through hyperspeed. I imagine he'll do some lore exploring of his own.
Yeah,
But
perhaps.
I had a really good idea that he could do. I didn't know if he did it. Do you want me to tell you? Now that he's not here.
As you appear through a almost this circular clearing of snow, completely dispatches as you find yourself in front of the gates. The guards, caught off guard, look out and they start to draw their weapons. Hold there.
Hands up.
And
I know. Pretty cool, huh?
Oh, wow. That's how we're starting.
Fuck.
Let's see.
We do look different, to be fair.
Oh. Okay. As stepping out from sort of like an opening, where like the guards would go in and out without opening the gate, you see platinum armor, shining, glistening like the sun. Platinum hair blowing in the snow as Desiree de Raphael steps towards you.
Shit.
Yeah, not the A tier I wanted to see necessarily, but all the same.
So, come to orchestrate your own death. Is that it? Teleporting in front of our walls as they point their handle and a beam of light emits.
Look, I could have teleported inside. I thought this was the polite way to go.
We're here to return something.
Something is not exactly evidence. What are you returning?
What was asked of us?
What was once lost.
And they raise their eyebrows, still unsure, stepping towards you, the beam of light still pointed towards your bodies. And what might that be? And who might you be?
Was it
What?
stated that they knew I was Yuan-Ti at the trial, right?
Yes.
I just flipped the visor up. Been a long time, Desiree.
Oh, I see. She doesn't know who we are.
Well, as she holds the blade to her side, but it is still exposed. Marissa, and is that acid?
I know, we look very different.
No. No.
So, show me.
And I'll pull my bag out and just kind of open it.
Go ahead and make a charisma save.
Oh no! Okay. 6.
Bad.
Wait, is it magical?
I don't think you should get it because it's not a spell, but go ahead.
8.
And as you open the bag, it's almost as if time stops. And a great cacophony of sound is almost you've been trapped in a thundercloud envelops you. You grasp at your ears for fear that blood may be seeping out of them. And then a voice, just as thunderous. And who is that who holds my soul?
Me?
Me is not a name.
Narissa?
And you think yourself worthy.
Sure. I'm worthy of plenty of things.
Of that we will see. Of any worth. Make me whole. Go ahead and roll another charisma save, I believe.
Oh my god! 11.
Let me see. Does that change if it's wisdom?
10.
Okay. Okay. You're I'll text you, but you do know that it is now your goal, your purpose to reunite this orb.
With the other one?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, that's inside, so I'm like, wow, we gotta get this done.
As you find yourself back, Desiree gives you kind of a look.
Does she look different?
No.
Okay.
Ugh.
Oh, she didn't get a new season makeover.
No
Stupid,
blue scales.
stupid orb. Oh dang,
sharp
that's
teeth.
crazy, bro.
I guess
Okay,
Nerissa
actually,
already
that's
had
really all I
scales.
got to tell you.
Okay.
So, then she holds out her hand.
Just kind of stare. I don't know how to respond.
Hey, what did she say?
This is weird.
Hello?
Hmm?
Oh,
Hello.
What did she say? I missed it.
Oh, she said well and held out her hand.
Yeah, like give it to me. I just
Oh.
kind of like shake
Oh.
my head. We were
Okay.
promised like a retrial. Ersid and I.
And you think you will not get one after returning one of our artifacts?
Does this fall in line with... I'm just trying to decide if this falls in line with like putting them
Oh,
together.
this new condition that you have.
Yeah.
Take whatever actions you're gonna take. You'll find out how they react.
Oh yeah.
It's so fun, isn't it?
Yeah. It's awesome. I don't know if it's gonna... You're going to
Well,
put it with the other
I'll
one,
try-
right?
We will take it back to our vault, where it should be.
No.
Do not.
Oh my god.
I'll look at
I just
Nerissa,
look like
quizzically, and I'm like,
Today.
well, give it to her.
it's a lot harder. That I can't.
Excuse me.
Can't.
Okay, I will try and grab it and get like that would be the only thing that I would do. I would grab it and give it to her. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with Nerissa.
I mean, roll sleight of hand.
All right, I'll take it.
Contested by athletics, acrobatics.
Ha! Good luck.
It's
18.
probably going to be pretty difficult.
25.
Erson,
Now you're gonna have to do it.
I mean, I as a player knew that this would happen, but like
Yeah.
I'm trying to play logically, you know.
We are all just hot potatoing this orb, getting charmed.
yeah, go ahead and make a charisma save, please.
You get a +1 because you're standing beside me.
Oh god. Oh god.
She's just like, what the fuck? Oh my
13.
Oh.
Do I have an inspiration? I can't remember.
I think he
If you have an inspiration, you should know. I'm not gonna retroactively decide
Okay,
that you do. You should mark it on your sheet.
I think
Oh
you
yeah.
got one last time when we were in the...
And you
When we were
didn't
in the
use it.
mine.
No, when we got back to Burnwell, you sang the Dragon's Tail song.
Yeah.
Oh. Is it marked? I mean, feel free to use it, but
I
make
I
sure
don't
you're
have it
marking
marked.
those.
Okay. My bad. Mayest I use it, and I will do better.
If you are comfortable not receiving inspiration for this session.
Okay.
Okay.
I think this is a pretty good use of inspiration.
Sure.
Worse.
15.
It's probably high.
Yeah.
And thou's dirty palms thus touch my soul. And who may you be?
Whoa, ho, ho.
Again, it's as you are being rocked. It's like being inside the turbulence of an airplane without the airplane to protect you. Every single syllable shakes your very core.
I'm like, I look around. There's no, like, it's a disembodied voice.
Yes.
Definitely looking crazy, just grabbing it like.
And when you do, it's
Yeah.
like, it's as if the world stops around you.
It's like instantaneous.
Yes.
This is Ersid. Who am I speaking with?
Peasants do not get the names of gods so easily. Now, Acid, you and your ally Narissa have been tasked to make me whole. Make a wisdom save, please.
You can do this one. You get a +1 on top of what you already get.
Okay.
I'm up, boy.
Big. 16.
Please. Please fail.
I hate you.
I
That's why we got rid of you.
This sucks, bro.
Riley has never been gone. to be fair.
That's true. That's Riley.
And Ersid, you find yourself compelled in the same way
No.
as this is your duty, and it must be done. The orb must be made whole.
Okay. Riddle me this then, Mr. DM. Can I explain to Desiree?
I mean, you could. I haven't stopped you.
I think it would be like the orb has told us that we need to reunite it. It must happen. We have to do it.
Yeah. Well, then I will say, I just went to pick this up to give to you, and I was visited by a disembodied voice that is now compelling me to return it with the other orb.
I don't know if you would know if it was compelling you, but you would be like, and now I have to do this.
Roll persuasion.
Is it?
I don't know.
Okay.
You might know.
Oh boy. Oh boy. 12.
What the fuck? when Lucian was standing there watching them fuck around with this orb, was it like instant? Like Narissa pulled it out, instantly charmed. Ersid went to grab it, instantly charmed.
Would you not? Yeah,
Or
I feel
did
like
they,
Lucian would be
spaz
like,
on the orb for a second, and
something is up.
It happened. Go ahead and roll. Let's see. Your passive perception is what?
passive perception is 13. Oh wait, I'm on Kane. I was like, that's not right. My passive perception is 18. My passive insight is 18.
Yeah, it seemed as the orb was revealed. When the orb was revealed, there was a change in Narissa's demeanor for a split second. Same with Ersid as soon as he touched it.
Lucian, help us.
Might I try and swipe it with my cloak
Like in.
like Gandalf?
Don't know who's watching.
You're gonna have to roll sleight of hand against Ersid's athletics or acrobatics.
That's so funny.
And if you guys will hold, I will return momentarily.
This is so funny. I said, just Desiree, grab it, and then you'll make the. And then everyone will be charmed, and we're all gonna have to fucking reunite the orbs together, because no one's gonna make that damn save.
I'm not touching it.
That's fair. Well, I didn't touch it either. I just opened the bag. That's it.
Yeah.
I didn't touch it.
Well,
I was gonna bring that up, but I forgot to say anything.
I only touched it when I mean, Big Black gave it to me, and I touched it and put it in the bag the first time, but
maybe it's since it's so close.
to its other half, yeah.
It's like charged up now.
Stupid thing. Get out of my head.
Ersid, roll
What?
bad this time.
Well, this will be the time that I roll a natural 20.
Yeah, of course it will. So
So that's interesting. Do I get to roll athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
pick which one is lower?
Sure. I think
you
so.
pick whatever you want to pick.
Unfortunately for you, they're both pretty high.
Yeah.
My
Okay, I
hand is
have returned.
beast.
Oh, I rolled a 9.
Did you actually?
I rolled a 2 plus 7.
Okay.
What did you get, Lucian?
Right. I got a 13.
Boom!
Swiped. And to what end we shall see.
Lucian, you got it in a cloak?
Yes. Swoop, like Gandalf.
Yeah, but you're not. You ain't no Gandalf. Please make your charisma save with advantage.
This is literally goofy.
This
This is literally
He gave you
silly.
advantage.
You have a plus
yeah, but
one.
No,
So it's nothing.
no,
It's just a flat
I have a
roll.
0.
Yeah. Well, you're not minusing anything. Roll that natural 20.
Yeah, here it comes.
You got it.
Ooh. 19.
Oh.
Lucian, with fast hands and a resolve to avoid whatever fate it is that your friends are now suffering from, you managed to resist.
Yes. Good.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my
You
God.
know, if that was Kane who took that, it would have been way easier. Okay. I don't know if I want to give it to this crazy sunbeam lightsaber lady, but I think I'm gonna do it anyways.
Shove it at her.
Yeah, what do you... And
Just holding it
Ersid
up.
and Narissa, you are compelled to retrieve the orb.
Oh my god.
It's like stand on one foot and put my leg all the way out and then lean my hand the other way.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have everyone roll initiative.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Roll low as always, girl.
What the
Or-
hell?
Or don't. Or roll high for no good reason.
Ah, there we go. 23.
Yeah, for 18.
Wow.
16.
And what about you, Desiree?
I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me.
This is going to be one of the few times where we run initiative as rolled.
The normal way.
Ersid, you're first. And
I
to
mean,
be
I'm-
fair, the initiative is here in case rolls come into play. We're not in combat. We're not going turn by turn unless that happens.
We're not going turn by turn.
Unless something sparks that. So the initiative is rolled. The situation is tense. Desiree sort of steps up. Exactly what is going on here?
Well, who
We-
has the orb now?
Lucian.
Lucian.
I have the orb.
Okay.
And
Well,
you're
then
like
I-
stretching, trying to give it to Desiree?
No, I'm like as far back as I can,
Oh,
and then my foot is out in case they try and come towards me, so I can push them away with my foot.
okay.
We have to put the orb with the other one. We just have to. That's what it told us to do, and we have to do it.
I'm just gonna, I'm gonna explain again. Like, I didn't know what's come over me, but I need to grab that and I need to put
And
it
you will
back.
stop explaining and act.
Okay, well, we've explained
Well,
enough. I said it has to be done. That orb has to be reunited with the other one at any cost. It has to be.
It must be done.
Yeah, I feel like we're very like
Be
robotic.
done.
Yeah, it's just like
No,
it has
not
to
like
happen.
that. Not like You guys are still, as far as everything is concerned, in control of yourselves.
Okay.
No one's understanding the importance of this. That's how it has to be.
Okay, well, we can do that. But you guys were being really fucking weird and you wouldn't give her the orb. So how about we just give her the orb and she can take it to be reunited?
And she'll reunite it? For sure.
Well, cheeky light sword lady, are you gonna reunite it? Whatever the fuck that means.
She looks at the both of you. Let's see. What can she do about this?
She said, "Okay, I know you guys are fucking weirdos, but this is extra super weird."
Sure. I can reunite the orbs if that is necessary. Feel free to roll insight.
Okay.
Natural what?
14.
Also 14.
Also 14. I mean, isn't that her job? To watch over the artifacts and treasures of Weisgard as she protects the realm? And you did find them together.
Good. Good. Fine by me. It's the fucking voice in my head that gives a
Yeah,
shit.
I'd be like, is that not what you want? I think this is fine.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah. I'd definitely say that out loud.
What the fuck
You.
is going on?
Monk boy,
Huh?
hold on to that tightly.
Holding.
I will attempt to say, I think I need some help.
Yeah.
In what way?
Like, my mental and spiritual help.
You wouldn't feel as though anything's
Yeah.
wrong.
Okay.
I
Okay.
need to
Yeah.
find God.
I need to find
I just-
God. I think it's just like it sucks being charmed because you don't really know you're charmed until you're not charmed anymore, and so it's like this is just something you have to do. But I don't
Okay.
think it's unrealistic to be like, well, it told me to, so I'm going to because I have to. Like that's a thing that needs to be done. Which is, what I already said. So
Well, I'll hold on to this. Light lady.
That's
Maybe you
right.
could
Now,
right, nice.
guards, open the gate. Keep a wide breath. As she walks you into Weisgard, you can see that much of it has begun to be restored. In these lower areas in the Storm District, there aren't too many dilapidated buildings, any ruins from the night of the Cloud Chorus. But you can see as you look up to the Waves District that they start to, houses and homes are being rebuilt. You can see the wood scaffolding and everything kind of setting its foundation to finally bring Weisgard back to base. As you walk through, Desiree, please. That's your business. Stay where you are. Thank you. Hi. Yes, how are you? Smiles and waves. The sword still drawn as you make your way up heaven's stairs. You see yourself staring at the opulent palace of Althea. She calls to open the doors.
Old times.
Yeah, crazy.
And there you see Sallow.
Good.
And he looks, and maybe it's hard for Desiree to realize who you are, but Sallow could never forget. And he runs to you,
She like immediately cries.
and he gives you a hug, holds you, squeezing you, threatening to never let go, until Desiree's voice brings you back to the material plane. Sallow, behave yourself. And he steps back, looking you in the eyes all the while. And as he continues to put distance between you, you see his longing turns into something a little more militant, a little more serious. So, you've brought the orb.
Point of order, actually. I may. I just realized. Now, this could be something else, but I can't be charmed with magic.
You
I
just
think
get
you just have
you
advantage.
advantage. Did you roll with
you're right.
advantage?
He rolled with inspiration,
Oh,
so
you did. Yeah.
you can.
But the wisdom save you didn't roll with advantage.
I think it's a little too late.
I mean, we could say that I break it.
Do you want to roll with advantage, or do you want? I know I said no inspiration, but I can give you that inspiration back, and you can hold on to that.
Could I just roll again? Like that would be the second die.
That would just mean, I just feel like we've gone too far.
Okay. I suppose it's my fault.
Yeah.
Never had.
If it was closer, then sure. But I think we've gone a little too far.
Okay.
Brought it back. Did everything that was asked of us. Have news of Paiki Wenua. Lots of things.
Okay. Well, please, come. We will take you to see Her Majesty. And Desiree sort of walks up to him and whispers in his ear. Ersid, you do happen to catch some of this.
Yeah. What?
I'm texting
What
you.
did you?
Conversation.
Oh, okay.
Or what she's saying to him.
Hmm. Who says this?
Desiree. To Sallow.
God, I hate being
Okay.
As you all step in, Nuri sees you all, and Desiree sort of brings her head closer, kind of beckoning her to come. As you all step towards the inner sectum of the Othian Palace. And you see Mother Seraphine sort of just sitting on her chair, staring into the skylight as she prays in Giant. Ersid, you hear her calling on Othia, on all of her praise, to not only protect Elbrin, to not only protect Weisgard, but to specifically protect Burnwell. As you all step in, she looks and stands, and Nursa, you feel a hand on your back. And immediately, that drive is lost. You feel like yourself again.
She like blinks a couple of times. Motherfucker. Oh. She's like mad. Oh.
Ersid, quickly, the same thing happens to you.
I become normal again. My eyes are like, I feel like when she gets really focused on something, her eyes like slit really, really tiny like a snake's, and you just kind of see them like relax and get like wider again. And I'll pull the helmet just off and like tuck it under my arm. So you can see how different she looks. She's fucking, her hair's like shorter, no more bangs. It's all wavy and messy. Makeup smeared down her cheeks. She's like dusty.
Why? Because you've been crying because you're with Sallow again?
I mean, that and because we stayed up for like 24 plus hours working our asses off.
72?
Yeah, your makeup's just not gonna hold up. But in one piece and no new scars.
Yeah, so we're in the little throne room.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be careful touching that thing. I'll just kind of say.
Lucian, you still holding on to the orb. Mother Seraphine raises her hand and sort of beckons at you. And Desiree, be careful. If anything happens to our queen, then she draws a line across her throat and points at you.
And I'll walk towards the queen.
And you get to the middle, and being just basked upon by sunlight, she holds her hand. Stop.
Stop.
I will have someone call the Moonflower. She will deal with this.
Oh boy.
Just drop it in the middle of the floor. Damn.
Is that the person that replaced Niedas?
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Nieda's
Yeah.
protege or whatever.
Excuse me, the
Yeah.
Night Flower.
Mm-hmm.
As she kind of speaks to some of these like nun-looking acolytes as they step out, and shortly after you see the Night Flower, Madeline, sort of slinking in all her darkness, her one eye peeking through her disheveled hair. So, you let these criminals walk the halls once again?
I stiffen.
Well, I'm not a criminal.
You associate with some. And this. And her eye darts around quickly until it finds the cloth with the orb.
Yeah, do you want it back or not? Because we can just leave.
I think what Ersid means to say, if I may, is that we may be criminals in the eyes of the law, some of us more than others, but we did everything to get this back to you. I know we had a bit of a rough out there, I don't know what happened. Okay, it started talking to me and getting in my head. But that's gone now. Our intent was always to return it to you. If that is not what we wanted so badly, we would have taken it to someone else. Or never bothered looking for it in the first place.
We said we would return it, and we did. I would hope that the Queen might look favorably upon this. But I understand.
Yeah.
You know, I just wanted to do what was right. And so whatever you think is just,
And I'll bow pretty
Take it.
deeply, like right at the hip, kind of hinging at the hip. I hope that everything you have seen shows that we are really trying to repair this relationship. Everything I have done has been to make this allyship work. Helped your people at every turn.
and
One of you can roll
when she's
persuasion.
when she says I, she means we.
As the leader of this group, I mean we.
Oh, okay.
The
I'll
leader.
Yes! The leader! I lead! We make decisions together, but I lead.
Okay.
One of you guys needs to roll mage hand, or excuse me, persuasion.
Mage hand.
Yeah.
I'm rolling persuasion.
Can he get advantage?
No.
That's just funny because me and Kane always do the talking, so that's funny.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter who talks. It's who makes decisions and pushes
You just
through.
said we make decisions together. It's a
Yeah.
19.
It's 19.
Pretty good.
But is it good enough? As you the night flower sort of walks and quickly throws her hand carrying some kind of pouch over the orb. Mother Seraphim walks towards you as she kind of bows at a 90-degree angle and kind of sifts off to the side. So, I know that you all have done your absolute best. Or else why would you be here? I know that the orb is real. And that it carries within it untold power. I can see it on your faces, in the way you react. So I believe we agreed that you would be pardoned. Then, and before she can speak, you see off in the corner, sort of like behind her in the rest of the castle, there's like a hallway behind her throne, a glint of a winish red.
King Eldar. King Eldar.
That was the sentence, Mother Seraphim. And so that they have carried themselves so cordially to this end, I think it is correct that you hold up your end of the bargain. Then so be it. You are free to walk the streets of Vicegard. However, I do ask that it be under one condition. Forgive me for bringing this up now, after we had come to an agreement.
Yes, Your Grace.
What did you say?
Yes, Your Grace.
Oh, okay. If Iltar and my daughter are to be married, if you consider yourselves to be the blades of Burnwell, Kairos, then that would mean you agree to becoming blades of Weisgard, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
I find you to be a fair and just queen,
I
in
think
my estimation.
that was what we always assumed.
So, the Etir are never to grow to be more than 7. You will not consider yourselves one of the family, but you will be sitting at our table. For I fear that we will not sit idly by any longer.
Because of the war. It is an honor and a privilege.
I don't understand. How can you be part of the council and not a master? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
It just was too good. I would be honored. I'd be honored.
And I only hope to be forgiven. I hope more so that we will not be sending you to your deaths.
Hard to kill me.
Where?
What?
Where are we going?
Yeah, so where? Yeah, I guess it's...
Soon, I fear, this age of conquest will come to an end. Yes, you see, as Iltar speaks up, I am very concerned about my death.
Us too.
About what? I'm sorry.
His death. We are very concerned
Oh.
about it too. That's why we
Oh,
rushed
yes.
to get here as fast as we could.
I have done my best to gather information from my kingdom. And to my dismay, there is naught to be done. For a walking fortress that is arid prevents all attempts at entry. This has been going on for some time now, and this report solidifies some of my concerns. Why do they need me to be dead?
Well,
So they can put...
a
Wait,
kingdom
that-
without a king.
But right now, they could usurp the throne using... What is her name? For some reason, I want to call her Debbie. It's not her name. What is her name?
Yes.
The wine lady. Her name isn't Debbie.
Lucia Denise.
Denise. They could just usurp you and put Denise on the throne without killing you. So that does beg the question as to why they would want you dead.
Or perhaps if they just spread the propaganda around that you are dead and people believe it,
But think
then
about
that
it.
makes usurping the throne easier.
Isn't it strange that Prince in Yunjadia, the Prince of Arid, Desiree, de Raphael, now you, these assassinations, these attempts. Maybe it's not Arid necessarily. It just seems odd to me.
So here I stand before you, a dead man, and you claim that all these others we have spoken of may still live.
Not necessarily, just it might be connected.
Isn't everything? Mother Seraphim speaks up. And as you can see, we proposed our own connection. And it seems they've done their best to sever it as soon as possible.
Who?
Who indeed? I hate to believe that whatever is taking place here has been so divinely constructed that it has passed the eyes of both Iltar and I. But if so, it seems we are still in the dark, because I still find myself asking why.
You should know something else, and in the midst of all of this, it's not going to come as good news. Paikiwenua no longer exists as you know it.
Gasp.
Did you say gasp? You verbalized gasp?
She says gasp. Gasp, shock, horror.
Oh, did you already hear about that?
King Iltar's kind of like running through his beard. You see his brow furrow. He takes on a very serious demeanor. Seraphim sort of stares off into nothingness as her head tilts up towards the ceiling. Life. Cruelest joke. Mother Althea. Do I hope that she is the one pulling these strings and bringing her children back to her womb? So, our greatest ally and newest kin on the surface, dragged back down.
Some of them. We managed to save many and escort them out of the city. I know
People
we
of
weren't.
Paikiwanua.
I know we weren't supposed to be there, but you know, when people's lives are in danger.
Yeah. The people of Paikiwanua are, I think, in high spirits, all things considered. And at the moment, we, in the array of rescue, we couldn't think of a better place other than to have them go to the land of my father and my kin, in Tomomori, with the Green Elves, for refuge.
And
They're on-
Desiree.
on-
Go ahead.
They're on their way as we speak.
And Desiree kind of steps up. And how did this all happen? You speak of the earth reclaiming Paikiwanua, these dwarves becoming refugees from their kingdom. Not even a dragon could tear down the walls of Weisgard. So then what happened there?
There is an
Well-
ancient creature that lives deep, deep within the mines, further underneath than even they had dug. Apparently, they had dug
Yeah.
too deep. Some of the dwarves started to become different. They were choosing to move farther under and live. That was the will of it.
In the Underdark. And it actually was a dragon.
Yes,
Excuse
it was
me.
a giant ancient dragon with an army of Durgar.
Adamantine Durgar.
Yeah, adamantine Durgar. Okay.
This is
And if you, no, go ahead.
Yeah. Wait till she speaks.
nice. This isn't how things happen. And Sallow kind of steps up. So, this is how your friend escaped, then.
I mean, there is no prison anymore.
Well, then I'm sure you are glad to know that I received a message from Kane.
What?
Oh.
What? Yeah, we all what? Did you?
Roll deception.
What did he say to you? Well, I don't know what he did. Wait, wait, wait.
Are we all rolling deception? We're all
I
lying.
mean,
Hold
you're the
on,
only
hold
one who
on.
said something.
Me?
No, wait.
Marissa.
Did you say what?
He said
Did
what?
you really say that?
No, hell
No.
no.
Okay.
Okay,
No.
that's what I thought. So Narissa's the only one who said anything.
13. Not a very good liar. I'm also not trying to lie super
Okay,
hard.
okay. I'm gonna jump.
You're gonna jump in there.
I'm gonna jump in. As leader, I should take initiative.
Here we go.
Oh, shut up!
My favorite meme.
It's back, baby. It's
a-
been
it-
gone for a long time.
This is a good one.
That's the leader.
You know, we did run into Kane as the prisons were collapsing.
I mean, yeah.
So we find ourselves in the midst of liars. The Night Flower speaks up.
Literally telling you the truth.
I don't think anybody's lied here.
You auntie did.
Barely. I asked, did he? I'm not lying.
And you're telling me that you did not know.
Sure. Sure, I knew.
So then why lie? In front of Her Majesty, in a court of pious grace.
I don't want to. I wasn't trying to be deceptive. I'm tiptoeing around the conversation. I'm not sure what will happen. I just want to protect my friends. Everyone
Yeah, I mean,
who
it's-
I consider my
it's-
friend. I am not I am here. Mask off, not lying to you. Telling you everything that happened.
Yeah, it's no secret that he's our friend. So, you know, we want the best for him.
Which explains why he is not here.
He went a separate way.
For the best. I am glad. For it seems we are forced to be allies. But there is blood on his hands. And if I am to see him, I am sure there will be blood on mine.
Kane is
Sorry,
an
say that one
adult.
more time.
There will be blood on mine.
Oh,
Kane is an adult. He knows what happens when he makes decisions. I'm sure he is aware that there are people out to get him.
I just think in my head, great, now I gotta kill this person too.
I'm not thinking that.
Doesn't really sound like the right to a fair trial.
Yeah, not exactly, but
You have a
Please.
grudge against him.
Can we stop this? There's enough fighting when there's much more to come.
bigger fish to fry.
So, and she kind of puts her head down as Iltar steps into scene. What will you all do while we sit here and
Well-
wait for the choir of war to sound?
I have an idea, but you might not like it.
They all look at you, Desiree. Well, out with it.
Where I'm from, there are these giant crocodiles, and on them are these small white birds. You know, when they hold their jaw open to clean the meat in between their teeth so it doesn't rot. Think of that situation sort of like this. We are in contact with Oblivion's March. And I think their leader, who nobody knows, wants to speak
Goes
with
by
us.
the name of Absent.
Absent. I think they have reached out to us and they want to speak with us. Perhaps working with them, can we not assassinate their Pyranist? It would be the best way to do it. We lose the least amount of lives, and it leaves them scrambling for however long trying to fill the void of power that no longer exists. I know it is a bit, underhanded, but it is an option.
Sorry, who did you say to assassinate?
The Pyranist.
The leader of Arid.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
19.
This is an option. An assassination. Our hands stay clean. But tell me, are you positive that they can make their ways into the fortress that is Arid?
If anyone can, we certainly know the people.
And you do not think that they would be expecting some sort of attack? Something inert, quiet, subtle?
They very well might be, but aren't they armed on all sides? A front-on attack is going to be just as difficult.
And if we fail?
We always have to deal with that. If we fail, we
Arid.
try a different way.
If my geography serves me, let me just check my mental image of my map. Yep. Arid has its back up against the Briar Break Mountains, is that right?
Indeed, yes.
Then I think it would be safe to assume that that will be their least defended flank border. And as the legendary General Sun Tzu would say,
The elf.
if you defend
The elf
the
Sun Tzu.
legendary Sun Tzu, he was an old green elf, I believe.
I know. I read that was the only
he
book
would-
we read.
If we're gonna be for real, he would be
he's
gold or silver.
Gold or silver.
Okay,
That was
a
the only
famous-
the only book we read as children.
right.
was Sun Tzu's Art of War.
If you reinforce the west, then the east will be weak. If you reinforce the north, then the south will be weak. And if you reinforce all, then all will be weak.
This is true. They
So,
have
assuming they in their minds think that the mountains provide them cover. So I think a surgical, orchestrated, coordinated infiltration from perhaps a small unit going through the mountains might be able to infiltrate successfully.
And perhaps we do need a diversion or a distraction and send out troops to pull more of them out.
I'm sorry.
Why are you laughing?
No reason.
No reason.
Because it's good. Because that's
we're
like
cooking.
super smart. We're cooking right now.
Let them cook.
And how soon do you propose that we put this plan in motion? How soon can you get in touch with this absent?
They said they sent to us that they wanted to meet us, right? But that was it. But they
Yes.
gave us a location.
Yes.
However soon we can get to the location they gave us.
Where is?
Somewhere in Malitushu, I think. Right? Is that a good guess? Let me see what they said. Maybe someone in here will know. The Dian Shui Monastery.
Desiree scoffs. Really? You believe someone is at the Tianshui Monastery? This is rich. First we have dragons sucking up kingdoms, and now you want to go visit a fairy tale. This is ridiculous. I'm telling you, we have better things to do than deal with this so-called Kairos. Etia can handle Erid themselves.
Man, was she this much of a bitch
Yes,
last
yes,
time?
she
I
was.
forgot.
You can put the zone of truth on us all you want and ask all your questions. The things we have seen, you couldn't even imagine. And I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that to put you down. I'm literally saying that the shit we have seen is fucking crazy.
I don't even know why it's so hard to believe that there was a dragon. You saw one attack the Wise God, like. But anyway,
Why did it
I'm
not
more
claim Wise God the way it claimed Paiki Wanua?
Because not every dragon is the same. They are not. They are different colors, they are different creeds, they all want different things.
Yeah.
Seems
But
you know a
regardless-
little much about these worms.
Yeah, well, know your enemy.
Roll persuasion.
That's another Sun Tzu for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on. Okay.
As decided, Sun Tzu is canon and the dream is fleeing.
Well, we're doing
Let's go.
war
How long
things.
ago did he live? Like
How long ago?
20,000
So
years
long
ago?
ago, dude.
That depends on if Sun Tzu even really existed.
Wait. No, in the
14.
real world, he 100% existed.
No, I think him and Lao Tzu both are in contention of existing.
Yeah.
I mean, Wikipedia says he was a Chinese military general, strategist, philosopher who lived in Eastern Zhou period, 771 BC.
Okay. Thanks, Wikipedia. Or do you just have Sun Tzu's Wikipedia page up?
No, I just pulled. I'm on a laptop. I can type that really
Okay,
quick.
that was fast. I was like, you just reading The Art of War as we go
As
through
we
this
go through it.
conversation. Like,
14.
anyway,
Believe me or not, I am standing here before you and not them.
so you could be, and you still might.
Yeah, well, any other Yuan-Ti would not put themselves in this position. I am putting myself in a bad position.
Enough. Silo kind of steps in. So, this knowledge of yours should clearly give us an advantage, yes?
It should. I would certainly hope so. We have the ability to teleport. We are faster than most people are. It's not going to take us many weeks to get places,
Depending on the place, I'm sure.
depending on the place.
So, does that include mythical domiciles?
Well, Ersid's timepiece can tell us where things are, as long as someone knows where it is in a 10-mile radius.
So you're just going to walk around until you hopefully end up within 10 miles of this place, wherever it may be.
I mean, of course, we would try and figure out the approximate location.
You mean the monastery?
Yeah. Because they're saying it's like not a real place.
Oh, right.
We made it to the
Well,
Misty
you know.
Pine Palace. It's not a real place either.
Yeah. You know, I'm pretty sure we can find it.
You know, you guys, I think we've got
You
it.
know, like I wasn't here the first time, but you are all real cheeky bastards, and I'm sure that we can find it. I haven't been with these guys for very long, and I have done some crazy shit.
Salvo just kind of shrugs and looks at Mother Seraphim and King Iltar. Desiree kind of pouts, looking at Iltar specifically. And the Night Flower walks back into the conversation. You have seen much. You have done more. So, if it must be assassination, and so be it. All I ask is that whatever team you put together, I am to be part of it.
Oh no.
Hmm?
Why do you want help?
The Night Flower just said that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would you want to work with us? You seem like you don't like us very much.
I care not for you. In the slightest, you are correct. The Vice Guard I
Well-
care very much for. And on that point, all of Elbrin, Arid, disgust me just as much as you do. Looking at you, Narissa.
I genuinely kind of chuckle a little bit.
Well, that's up for Mother Seraphim to decide.
As the Nightbringer's specialty was the operation of justice and cleaning up crime in the streets, it was the Night Flower's position to do so where we couldn't see.
Okay.
Very well.
I do have one request, if I may.
They all nod.
If I may.
I'm assuming, well, when we begin this operation, I was hoping perhaps that I could be provided with some type of very potent toxin that I might be able to utilize if I get the chance to have Erid's leader in my crosshairs.
Do you have something in mind? A paralytic, sedative, corrosive?
Paralytic, probably.
Well,
Something that kills.
Something that's just flat out lethal or a paralytic.
lethal. She smiles.
It is an assassination after all.
So, I am to be traveling with you. Is that correct?
If you
That
really want to
doesn't seem
come.
like doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
Yeah.
If you are, then I suppose you are.
I did not realize that you would all turn in this assassination. Some of you don't seem as well equipped for the shadows.
Brightly colored. Yeah, look, that's not my forte. I would prefer
Well, we ha-
not to sneak in
we
if I
have
don't have to.
Different roles.
Oh. A pincer maneuver, maybe. While we draw the rest of the finest out into the Badlands. then our covert operation can take place behind the scenes. Are you comfortable being that far away from your allies?
I look at them. Yes. I trust them. They are strong. We can handle ourselves. We have done it before.
Yes.
We are fine.
And you know, that's kind of the benefit of Kairos is there's no one leader. We all trust
I
in
roll
each
my
other.
eyes. This is a good bit. Why did we lose it?
It would be nice if we could maintain communication long distance. So I do believe that you perhaps have some sending stones of ours from last.
Sending stones can be provided upon operation activation. So
Understood.
Okay.
now we must get a time, and it sounds like you all need to find, well, something that doesn't exist.
If it takes too long, we will come back. We will not waste your time.
What do you think? 2 weeks?
A
No,
ride?
A month?
A ride?
What's a ride? 10
weeks.
days?
10 days.
2 weeks to find yourself deep within the Silver Forest, in the Silver Peaks.
Well, we can get quite close. Been there before.
Hmm.
We do not have to walk the whole way up, just part of the way.
I do not know how much time this will take.
Well, if you give us the sending stone, we can keep you informed.
Until there is something a little more concrete, I will send to you myself of any updates.
Well, we will work on immediately trying to figure out where the approximate location of this place might be.
Tamali Tushu, then. And then, Liltar speaks up. I will do my best to play my role, it seems. Better that they believe that I am dead than Arid will act as if nothing is wrong. Or they may be suspecting as such. They've had so much time to themselves. I can only imagine what the Pyranist may be planning.
Spend too much time by yourself and you get paranoid.
And so maybe that is why they choose to keep me trapped in Weisgard.
Sure, we can find a chink in their armor. One way or another.
Weisgard is not the only ones who wear adamantine. It may be difficult to find said space.
Yeah, well, we're good at striking when the iron is hot, as you say.
And apparently, so is Arid. Madeline, when Nightflower looks up, give them the sending stone. Keep them in touch with me. We know not when Arid will make their move. We all need to be ready at all times. The Atir will be deployed. We will begin our organization of action while you discover the Diansway Monastery and whatever it is else that you may find in Malitushu. It may even be a good idea to speak with Waipo.
This is true.
If we can bring the power of the elves to our aid, Arid should surely fall.
You can count on us. We make miracles happen.
Praise to Althea be. A miracle I hope we will see.
Bars. Queen spits.
Mm-hmm.
As for the orb, tell me, how do you feel?
About it in
How do
general?
we feel?
I understand that you are afflicted.
I am fine now, but before I had a indescribable urge to bring it and its other counterpart back together, and I'm sure Ersid felt the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What would
well,
happen?
Sorry, go ahead.
What would happen if the two orbs were combined?
They would simply become one, as far as I know.
They would act like the other ones, wouldn't they? The other orbs are just one orb. As far as I know.
As far as we know, yeah.
It was due to the Yatnar that this orb was split. Magic that does not exist any longer in this world was used. A ritual so immense to ensure that whatever lay inside would have much trouble emerging. But what is inside?
Soul of a dragon. The soul of a, and she'll quote, God.
Dragon God.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with Heaven's Spire and the tale of, Myrmidon.
I know of Myrmidon.
I don't know if anyone's ever been to the top of the spire, but the dragon we spoke to in Paiki Wenua said that it fled from Myrmidon to escape the infighting the dragons were. It had no interest on either side. The only thing it wanted to do was protect the earth. Which was a bit strange.
So, you're telling me the dragons fought themselves?
The chromatic and the metallic had, how do I say beef? Had beef. They fought,
Sorrow.
they fought each other often. They did not agree. I'm not sure on what, though.
There is much research to be done. Tell me, did this dragon happen to say what happened to the chromatics? Or the metallics? What happens in our clouds?
Did it say? I want to say that it just said, God, the spire. Like, the metallic dragons fancied themselves holy. You know, they are, virtuous. And the chromatic dragons, they fell to their whims. The gem dragons, I guess they didn't care either way, so they didn't fight much. But the other two would fight because I suppose they thought their ways were better than one another. As for what happened to them, I don't think it knew. It said it had been in the ground for so long that it could not really remember, but we do have a dragon with us. Zardior. Who might.
Yes, and I think I might know. However, I do not know yet.
Yeah, because there are still shards of him missing, and we do know that one is in Molitushu.
All the more reason to go to Molitushu. Desiree speaks up, and you bring a dragon into the house of our mother.
You've talked to it before.
You've met him before. Thanks for paying attention, Desiree.
Look, we understand, but Sardior is different. He is a projection, a soul, trapped in a gem.
And what happens when the rest of its shards are collected?
Well, perhaps it returns to form. And if it is helpful, all the better. And if he is not, Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Well, they did not call me the God King Sardior for nothing. So, be very prepared to cross a large bridge.
She just God the King, whatever.
He sort of chuckles.
Everyone is the God King or whatever of this, that, or the other. We shall see.
However, I do not call myself that. That is what they called me.
Yes, well.
And that being said, unless you hold great ire for my kin, and I say this to everyone in the room, you will be spared from my power. But if the blood of my dragon brethren is spilt, wanton in chaos, you will not have an ally in me.
Kind of do one of those like little, like weighing the options with my hands.
I simply pray we never see another dragon, though I know my prayers fall on deaf ears. So, it seems that you all have a very trying trip. And I would hope that if a certain escapee, exilee, criminal, various words were to run into you, that they would aid you. And maybe if they did enough, Vice Guard could look the other way for a moment.
Please let Kane help us.
Mother Seraphine looks at Madeline. And she looks at the ground and immediately bows at another 90-degree angle. My blade
very
will be
generous.
stayed
Oh.
until whatever attack we presume will come has transpired.
So you're gonna do like a trial by combat kind of vibe for sure.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Like at the end of it, like they fight and whoever wins just charges are cleared.
I mean, you could propose that.
Well, I'm gonna wait on doing that until later. I'm not gonna do that right now. If there is no other business, I suppose we need to rest. I was up for like 72 hours.
I mean, you just
Yeah,
rest.
saving 750,000 people, by
Yeah.
the way.
But no, it's not enough rest. Also, we can't teleport anywhere. We gotta wait for his thing to recharge. So,
Yeah, we have to wait for a day. So,
so we at
So
least
is
have
that-
to wait.
what was the name of the inn that we stayed in here?
The Giant's Rest.
The
It's been so
Giant's
long.
Rest.
You know what I haven't heard, Ersid? A single
Tell me.
song. We haven't heard a single song since we were cast out. Is that not crazy?
Let's go see who's playing the local.
I hope it's fucking, what are they called? Shatter Silence.
That's
Shadow
not the cloud
silence.
chorus. We may
Yeah,
not
but they
be
gotta
in
have
town.
a local lineup.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they was some orcs.
that's true. Dang.
Yeah.
Well, maybe there would be something equivalent.
Is there anything else you guys were trying to do with the rest of this day?
Hang out with my boyfriend.
I guess that should be played.
Yeah, you can do that, and then me and Lucian and Oasa will meet you. We'll meet you over there. How's that?
Sounds good.
And
All right.
All right.
See you there.
and they make their way. And Mother Seraphine kind of bows at Sallow. King Iltar takes Desiree's hand, and they make their absence very clear while Sallow holds out his hand to you.
I'll take it. And I finally just sigh and
And you can tell that there's a certain relief in every piece of his body besides his hand. His palms quiver as they grip so hard.
One piece, as I promised, which I don't break.
And he kisses you.
Kiss him.
I had almost given up. I won't lie.
Yeah, me too. It was hard out there.
Well, I guess everything happens for a reason.
I suppose. I'm glad it happened, regardless of how horrible it was. I finally figured out who I really am, what I really want, and it's... You have to go through a lot to see that, I guess.
Well, I hope with everything you really want that I'm still included.
I got that orb back mostly for you.
As in to see me again, because I don't really need it.
Yes, they would never have let me come back without... The whole ally thing, it never would have worked. You know, we had to get it back.
Well, I'm happy you did. You know, you and your friends don't have to stay at the Giant's Rest. There's enough room for you all in the palace.
Oh. I think they just wanted to get a drink and listen to some music.
Should we join them, or were you thinking of something a little more intimate?
Blushes. I don't know. We could go hang out with them for a little.
Then let's make our way. Slowly.
Yeah.
And he takes you out the palace, and you make your way into the Waves District. And looking around, you see a lot more scaly kinds, be it dragonborn, lizard folk, even the occasional kobold, whether they're pedaling out on the street. Some of them even still without shelter, without a home. But for some reason, no longer clasped away in their mole. Many of them working on the many destroyed homes and buildings out and about.
I'm happy to see it.
Progress. And
Just
you
smiling.
make it to the Giant's Rest. And they happen to have a couple of bards there. No one familiar.
It's music. We haven't had a nice lively atmosphere in a while because I don't think people really play at the Black Metal Barrel. Or at least we haven't been there when they were.
Yeah, if we don't offer that, we need to.
Yeah, we need to start.
Yeah. We could have an open mic night.
Mm-hmm.
You have this conversation over some drinks. The bards happen to be doing very well. They're entertaining. It's joyous. It's a sound of hope. Every strum of the loop, every turn of the hurdy-gurdy is enough to get people on their feet, bouncing around, smiling as glasses and mugs all clink together, and drinks spilled in celebration in the middle of the Giant's Rest.
Narissa laments that she's never gonna get drunk.
As you see all of the drunkards around you,
This
tipping and swaying in every way, in a way that you will never be able to experience.
I drink this socially, you guys. Socially. It does nothing for me. It's like drinking mud water. It's not even good.
Well, you may as well just get water then. You're just wasting coin.
Well, I mean, I'm here, so
that the rest of us could drink.
are you really worried she's wasting your beer? I'm here, and I will take care of you. Your wallets and your bellies. I can't imagine you'll drink out the whole tavern.
Don't tempt me.
Oh.
Don't tell me.
I'll wait until they're done with their set, and then I was gonna go talk to them. The band, the bard. Is it one bard or is it a band?
It's 3-piece. There's a hurdy-gurdy, there's a lute, and there's a hand drum.
Yeah. So when they're done with their set, I was gonna go talk to them.
Okay. You come up. Their lead on the lute is a human woman. Brown hair tied in a ponytail. Her bangs hang down the side. Dark eyes and a very fun dress. Many colors and the weavings of birds in between all of the different folds. No top, really. Just kind of like a halter and an empire waist.
Well, I just saw your show. Mighty fine plane there, I must say.
Well, why, thank you. You're a fan.
I am. And you know, I'm also a business owner.
And well,
And
what brings a business owner over to my neck of the woods?
oh, you know, the business is a bit of a side gig, if I may be honest. But I'm just here visiting old friends. But do you travel, is the question.
Go where the wind takes us, yeah?
Well, if you ever find yourself in Burnwell, go to the Black Metal Barrel and ask for Ersid or oh my god,
Oliver?
Oliver.
The Black Metal Barrel. I don't think we'll be going there anytime soon. Burnwell is a little off limits.
Oh, that's right. But I've got word from the inside that it'll be safe to travel again soon.
Roll persuasion.
Don't worry about the war.
17.
I like your optimism. Buy you a drink.
Oh, thank you very much.
And Uwasa comes and she like starts dragging you away.
I do like the idea that Ersid never knows people are trying to hit on him, and Uwasa's like, again, bro?
She's just like looking at this lady staring daggers into her. She smiles and strums her lute. Sorry, I had no idea.
To be fair.
I'll step in there. I'll take the drink.
And then I turned to Uwasa and I was like, well, she was very nice.
Lucian, I just need you to make a base charisma roll.
Come on, bro.
You got it, bud. 8.
8.
8.
Oh, no,
8.
bro.
Man, you are not Kane, that's for
You're not
sure.
pulling.
She looks over at a
Kane
table.
doesn't pull.
Kaylin was like, how is it that Ersid is the one with like the bitches right now? And I was like, I don't know. She's like, Kane gets no bitches.
None. And this woman grabs a mug of ale off of someone's table. They kind of yell at her, but just let her get away with it. She gives it to you and walks away.
Oof.
Perfect. That's all I fucking wanted. I wasn't going for the girl.
She could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So funny. Lucian is asexual. I like him better that way.
It's fight sexual.
He's bisexual.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys would like to do for the night?
I guess
Nah.
not particularly. I'll just be like, I have a bath with my name on it.
Yeah. I'll try and see if Uwasa wants to take a romantic bath. together.
Stealing my idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea, but
Harrison said that's a good.
Yeah, I mean, Sallow's like looking like he looks You can tell that he wants to be invited, but he's not willing to invite himself.
She just stares for like an awkwardly long amount of time and is like, you can come.
And he just kind of puts his hand together. After you. By the way, you all can stay in the palace. You don't have to stay here if you would like. And Tanda, these four of them, they can stay here on my tab. However, you all can stay in the palace, and we do have our own bathing quarters.
Works for me.
All right. I do like staying with the people, but if you insist.
I really don't. I'm just letting you know it's an option.
Don't insist. I'm just telling you. I mean, there's baths here too, Erson, if you want to steal my...
I mean, but are the bathing quarters, are they nice?
Of course they're
The
nice.
palace?
It's a palace.
Yeah, why are we wasting our time here?
And off Kairos runs, led by our favorite Etir, Salomare, to the Othian Palace to spend some much-deserved time with those that they love. Before a grand trip to the western side of the continent to see what lays in wait, whether it be mythical monasteries, elves, eccentric, or the pieces of a dragon doomed with amnesia. Until next time, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll see you on Tuesday because we can't play Thursday. So
Yeah.
Tuesday. See you guys
Tuesday.
next time.
Yeah, Tuesday.